Alright, now that it's morning, we can go through and be on our merry way off to the location. I've already got a location picked out, so we can just zip right over there. It's not very far, just across the bridges. All the way across the bridge. Rawr. I've built so many safe houses trying to get out to this location in order to get here without dying every time I'd come visit. Now that the houses are set on Zix, it's much easier. Plugins are so helpful. Bounce, 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 bounce. Alright, so yeah, I'm on this Viking Cathedral up on top of this hill. You can see my house off in the distance. It's kind of cloudy, so we'll clear this out real quick. Alright, I'm back again, and now I need to level out this terrain real quick. So let's see how quick this goes. Alright, now many moons later, and now it's begun to rain. I have finally finished it, so we will continue on our way with getting the floor laid down. This ended up being a lot bigger than I remembered it being, so it took me a little bit longer than I expected. And I'll just zip right along, and I'll show you what to do once this floor is in place. Oh, by the way, the dimensions for this are 20 across from this point to 20 across to the other point like this. It's 10 to the center there. And then you go 3 out for these outcroppings. I'll show you what happens with the outcroppings in a little bit. Alright, so back to work. We got most of this done. I did the calculations for how much you're going to need for your floor of whatever material you're going to use. You're going to need, 3 3/4 of a stack. So, do your math. You've got, pardon me, not 3 3/4, 7 3/4. So that'd be 7 stacks. As I'm using here, I'm using bricks, and then, 48 of the next block. And I'm going to leave these grass blocks here just for a little bit as reference lines. And I'll show you last bit of this touching up here. Now, because I had to do so much terraforming and I ended up almost running out of dirt, and I know I won't have enough for that, I used part of the stairs as though they look like beams. And so it holds up that end. You'll see what these little alcoves will be in just shortly. So, finishing this up. Yeah, I was surprised I didn't run out of the blocks I needed. So, oops, come back here. Uh-oh. But yeah, this gives you a nice view of those beams I was telling you about. Ouch. You're going to need 8 doors as well, and I'll show you where to place those in a moment, as soon as I get back up here. Oh, I need up. Bother. Go away, creeper. Go. Go. Back off. Up, up, up. There we go. Phew, almost there, almost there. Such a long ways up. This is why I regret deciding to build on top of a hill. So much extra work. Alright, so back to what I was saying about the doors. You need a door right here and here. Oops, that one didn't work out very well. There we go. Same with this one. That's where we've got these reference blocks. No, don't glitch. And same with this one. This will help keep us referenced for the layout in a little bit. Pardon the chirping, I've got cockatiels that decide to wake up. No, come back here, door. Oh, bother. Here we go again. Last door. Hooray, it fixed. Okay, so those are now in place. Now we need to put in our big solid blocks, our big beams. I'm going to be using dark oak for this. Oh no, you know what I just realized? I forgot to put in the beginning of the foundation wall. So there might be a little bit of editing in the next part of the video once I get these all up. That's 4 blocks high for that. And they're on all these outside corners. So I may end up using that last quarter of a stack in a moment. Stop dying. I need to get food in a moment. Oh dear, I think I have lag. Don't die. Half heart's not too terrible. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to go feed, and then I'll show you what's going to happen with that foundation I was talking about. Okay, I'm back. Now that minor edit I was talking about with the foundation was just a little block on these alcove outer corners. That should be fixed now. So in total, you're going to be using 56 of whatever block you want for these big outside posts. Now, before the sun sets, I'm going to quickly put in as much of this as I can. Before the mobs try and come up again. These doors should close. And these are going to coat around the outside edge, wherever their block isn't already present. Alright, now that those are all in place, we now have our exterior wall partially set. And this next part, I personally like using fences for the windows. And so I will show you how the fences work. I'm going to be using dark oak. And this is where they go. Oops, I may have messed up a dimension somewhere. That used to go away. Chop chop tree, chop chop. Da 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 da. I hear the zombies. Oops, that's not there. I'm pretty much they go all along these little alcoves, or on the main walls. We'll zip through this real quick and then I'll come back, alright? See you in a bit. Oh, I forgot to mention, there are also window fences that go right here beside each of the doors. And so when you're expecting company, you can just peek out. Or, well, since this is a Viking chapel, that's not really necessary, unless you're living in it, but it still works. Alright, now that these are in place, we can finish putting up the birch walls. Let's see how quick we can get through this, alright? The nice thing about Fence is now I can walk across the top of them. Just pop. And walk across my logs. Oops. Nope, I need to go up. I'm probably gonna end up running out of birch, and I'll tell you the final numbers on what you need for what is this wall currently. Uh-oh. Here we go, spider. Rawr! The spider doesn't scare me. I'm actually quite terrified of spiders, to be honest. Oh no, crud. That's a quick fix. Thump, thump. Do I hear a sheep? I hear a sheep somewhere. There's a skeleton and a cow. Let's see. There's the sheep. I thought I heard him. Alright, since this is now done, I need to put one more layer around the top of everything and finish off the exterior wall. And I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we're back, and the sun's coming up after battling the spiders and the zombies. And yes, this is on hard, so they're trying to break down the doors. I've placed the beginning of the interior walls. These will be 4 blocks total diagonally from the center posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Due to a small little hiccup on this side, this one is 5 blocks by 4 blocks, so, but it's okay. I've got that. We'll fix it up. Alright, and I'm going to start placing the interior walls. I'm going to start with a 2-bit by 2-bit on each end. These have rather large doorways to enter in. Oh, that's right. These 2 sides, oops, are completely solid, depending on where your front door is. If your front door is here, this will follow straight into a solid wall, and that way you have to walk all the way around to get into the room. So, the back door and front doors, edges are closed off. Alright, now I remembered what we need to do for the archways. It's a 3-block in on the non-main doorways, and then you've got an arch here. I'm going to be putting some stairs in for this so it looks a little more ornate. But I went ahead and filed up 4 blocks high. Now I need to get up on top and fill in the drat, I've gone brain dead. Fill in the empty gaps. I'll zip through this real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and as you've noticed, I've left a hole where the center room's going to be. I'm going to build this up 5. Let's see, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each of the corners. And I'm going to fill that in real quick, and I'll show you what to do next. Alright, after doing some quick referencing, I realized that I had the doorways wrong. So, backtracking a little bit, these doorways go in one and then have the logs here. I actually ran out, so I had to go collect more. So, this is a quick fix. Get that fixed up. Also, this second floor is only for referencing and helping because the roof is quite a pain. And the amount that you will drop and fall trying to build this thing is rather ridiculous. So I'm going to quickly clean this up real quick. And then we'll start on the roof. And fair warning, occasionally I may get frustrated enough to use admin perks to reposition myself. And also I realized you really do have to have the dimensions right on these hallways. So as I said earlier, that one little hiccup that had the 4-way instead of a 3-way, I had to go back and edit that and fix it up real quick so it'll all be correct, because the roof is very finicky if you do not have that properly placed. This is possible to build without fly and survival, or fly and without creative. It's just much more difficult, and currently I'm getting quite flustered trying to get it back up. I've built this on multiple servers, but it is possible. I'm just being ridiculous right now. Alright, so I need to build up these walls real quick. Let's see, 1, oops, nope, yeah, that's right. 2 here, 2 here, and 2 more up, I believe. And same with all 4 corners, so we'll get that done really quick. No, come on, up. There you go. And I'll flash through this real quick and I'll show you the next step. Alright, I'm back again, and I realized this does not go here, so quick trim. Da-di-da-di-da-da-la-la. This may seem like a rather easy build, but once you get to all the fine nitpicking of it, it's not so easy, especially with how high up it is. Alright, and now on for the roof. I'm going to be using oak stairs. I currently have 4 stacks on me. This more than likely will not last very long. So let's see how far I can get. I'm going to start with the base trim all the way around. See how far I can get without falling. And not very far. It is possible though. I promise it is. This doorway goes up to nowhere. I worry that someone's going to fall off of it. Oh well, it'd be funny. Free drops for me, woohoo! No, I'm an admin, I can't claim somebody else's stuff. That would be wrong. Oops. You're probably thinking, oh, this would be so much easier in creative. Why doesn't she do creative? Because I'm a stubborn and don't like to use creative if possible. I like a nice challenge, although flying is so easy and helpful. If there's a server that I am on, kind of like this, I will go for whatever rank I can that's fly, just to make building easier. But alas, not all servers make that possible. Or require too much, but it is kind of overpowered, which makes sense. Oops, bother. As you can tell, I'm getting more and more flustered by this silly thing. Okay, so first layer is down, now for the second. Woohoo! Yay! Oh, I forgot to mention, you're going to need slabs for a portion of the roof. I'll show you that in a short bit. But I was saying earlier, this second floor is just a reference. Yeah, you're not going to need that in a little while. It actually helps if you take it out in a bit. But right now, we'll keep using it. No, that needs to come out. Blah. Alright, I'm going to continue on this for a little bit, and I'll see y'all in a short bit. So, yet again, I have a correction to make. You will not be needing slabs. The way the roof of this went. Something's off, but it should have been a slab right here, but the stairs have worked out better. But that's okay. Pretty much, you're going to be bringing this back 4 over. I'm going to do this real quick. Make it easy. Bother. And you're going to bring it up and across. Line them up. So that's lined up. And you're going to do this on all 4 corners real quick. So I'll get this done really fast and we'll be on to our next part. Okay, so now we're going to continue back and filling in this area. You're going to fill it all the way up to this gap, and I'll show you how to finish off the gable. Phew, just a couple blocks left. You know what? And this is just floor 1, or at least floor 2's roof. This is only roof part 1. You ready for the next portion? I'm not. Alright, so I'm gonna have to lift up this birch one more round in order to get these stairs up just slightly from the stairs below. Or what I'm calling the roof. Oh no, I ran out. Yay, I have more. It's ridiculous. It keeps going on and on and on. I think there's at least 3 levels of stairs left. Ugh. Alright, and the same routine for this. Go all the way around, and I'll show you what to do when this little level is done. Alright, so guess what we get to use again? Reference blocks! Hooray! Okay, so you're gonna bring it up 4 levels up, 4 blocks high, whatever you want to say, and fill the whole way around. Those reference blocks make it easier so that you can just start with that and then spin your way around. See you in a moment. Okay, so now that that's finished up, as you notice, this is nice and narrow, which makes building much easier. We're going to do reference blocks again. Well, this will actually be support for the last portion, or I think next to last portion of major roof. That's okay, I'll just leave that there. I need it anyways. We're going to make this too tall. Number 2, not too high. And then I believe next we need to start gabling it up. Oh no, I'm out of birch. Let me go collect some birch and I'll be right back. And then I'll show you the last portions of the roof and we will be finished besides decorating on the inside. Bye! Alright, I'm going to continue recording from this point and show you the last step. I swear this is it. And so we can finally be finished with this wonderful, wonderful project. And we can say, hooray, hooray, we finished it, finally it is finished. And then all those blood, sweat, and tears won't be for nothing. Or, well, I'm not sure if you're to that point, but I'm ready to be done. So many materials. Or so few materials. Yes, there seems like very little variation in between all of the resources, but you guys can touch stuff up as you see fit. And I promise it is feasible and survival. You guys should comment below on what you think. Oops, no! Thank God for fly. Oops, too high. Oh, bother. Silly little hiccups. You can do it! Alright, maybe I should try this diagonally. I wonder if that would work better. Oh well, I give up. But as you can see, it's finished. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And this is what your completed cathedral will look like. Hopefully it'll look nice and fancy schmancy. You can touch up these little gables to where they're a tad bit further out. And that is it. Be sure to subscribe and comment and let me know how you did.